Welcome back to the S-KLUB channel. This is going to be the third episode of 3 on the TR 612 Testarossa Pista build. This car really had everyone excited the whole time. It was a big pain in the butt the whole time, but everyone knew that we were doing something very special. Here we're about, in this scene, maybe about a month and a half before the show. As you can see, there's still a lot to do. Here Mo and Perry are just kind of rounding out some of the edges on the spoiler. And in order to hold this spoiler, this car could go 200 miles an hour. So we had to make something that could withstand 200 miles an hour. So there's a big frame that you don't see that these pieces basically bolt onto that are inside the car. One of the challenges with this car is it's all aluminum space frame. It's Ferrari's first car actually that they did it this way. So everything had to be aluminum, everything. There's not a piece of steel on this car from us at all. Everything's aluminum. The only thing that was steel is the support for these for the spoiler. It had to be steel because, again, we had to withstand 200 miles an hour. But other than the spoiler, everything's aluminum. And this is the master at work here. This is Perry. He's been doing this a long time, and he's a perfectionist. He's got his handy dandy little tool to make sure everything's straight. Right before we're about to ship it off to paint, actually right before we're about to ship it off to exhaust, to get the exhaust done, we wanted to get that done just so we can kind of measure everything else out. So at this point, he had the car for, I believe, 2 or 3 days. So we had 2 or 3 days of working on other projects while this one was at the exhaust shop. We took it to a very good, reputable shop, and the guy did an amazing job. Amazing job. He knew exactly how special this was. And this is the car coming back a couple days later. So basically he built an X-pipe, as you can see, that it's a visible X-pipe, functional X-pipe obviously. And we wanted to mirror what the original 250 Testarossa had in terms of exhaust, just made it a little cooler. The SEMA Crunch, I put 2 full tanks of gas already today, getting parts, and I'm about to go get more. Bye. This is Mo just sanding away on the front lip. Each of these pieces are a labor of love. I mean, there's so much work that has to be done on each one of these pieces to make them look like this in the end. To get them to shine like this and have this type of finish requires just a lot of patience, which Mo really has, and just the eye for perfection. I mean, if he saw something that just was a little off that none the rest of us didn't see, he would just literally redo the whole lip. Luckily, we have people that are passionate that work with us, and as a result, you see what the end result is. Here we have Perry designing the spoiler. This is kind of the mold before the mold, just to kind of get the shape that we want. And again, he's been doing this so long that he's got a very good system down that works really well, especially for one-off stuff like this. And he measures 1,000 times before he cuts anything. And in the end, he saves a lot of time doing it that way.
Okay guys, so we're about 31, 32 days away from SEMA, and this is about the time where shit gets real crazy and very stressful, and I'm not really at the shop much because I have to run around and get everything done. We had 7 cars going, now I made it 6 cars just to relieve a little pressure and stress. And at this time, it's when everyone kind of has to work together, or else it's not going to happen. So my job is to kind of keep everybody happy and give them their tools and materials they need to get the job done. Right now we're driving to California to see Joe, because he's got 2 cars there he's finishing up, and we're taking some plaques that we make, that Pyron makes for the cars, which is kind of a big detail, big piece for us. And that's it. And back to the shop. We got 9 guys working their asses off. So hopefully it all comes together. You guys will see what we're up to at California in a few minutes, and we'll go from there. This is our Tesla car that TSK built for us, and we're finishing it up. Should be really cool. Excited to show this one. And I told Joe to kind of like think of this as like a futuristic build. So if you look inside, you'll see how it looks. Joe's amazing at doing stuff like this, but I mean, look at it. It looks incredible already. And then we have my dad's car over here. Dad's here to pick it apart, which I shouldn't have brought him, but this is what stage we're in, and about 3-4 days from now, it should be a complete car. I really like the way it's turned out. The color was really hard to get. We had to order from Italy and wait like over a week to get it. These are some plates that Byron just made. Will be the door sills here. That's about it. Doesn't look like much now, but a couple days from now, it'll start looking like a car.
Now, one of the challenges with this Ferrari is, you know, we only had so much time, and this car requires a good, at least 2 months worth of body work. And the unfortunate thing with SEMA is we had 1 week to do it. So instead of doing 2 months worth of body work, we put 10 guys on one car to do the body work. While Perry's back there still making his diffuser and making his parts, there's literally 10 people doing body work on one car. So, you know, we were able to cut down the time by just adding more and more people, and we had to ask a lot of old friends to come help. We had to ask everybody to come help, and everybody came and helped because they knew in the end we were making, you know, our version of the Rembrandt. 2 months worth of body work in 1 week. I think we did a stellar job. Here Perry's kind of showing Casey how he does things just so he can take off some of the load. And here's, you know, like 4 of the guys doing the body work, and the other 5 are probably at lunch. But just, you know, each person had a corner of the car, and they were just going at it, just going crazy to get this car done. In fact, the painter was surprised that we were able to do that in 1 week. He was very impressed because he saw the car a week before, and then he saw it when we brought it to him, and he's like, "How the hell did you guys pull this off?" Well, when you have all the manpower in the world, it helps. It helps, and you know, we appreciate everyone that helps. That's a Volvo doing his corner, his middle section of the car. There's Mo just sanding away at the carbon pieces. You know, I gotta hand it to Mo. He probably made about 40 unique pieces on this car of carbon fiber, and none of them were made into a mold. They were all just handmade just for this car. We don't plan on making another one of these, so it was just you know, a lot of work. A ton of work, and no molds were made at all. Just we made it, and that was it. It's the one piece, and we're not making it again. So this is probably day 5 of body work. You know, we're starting to get to a place where we're comfortable. A couple more days, and we should be right where we want to be, so we can take it to paint. Once the car's painted, then kind of gives the group an extra sense of motivation to, you know, that hey, we're almost there, we're getting there. This is Mo trying on the side skirt probably for the 50th time. I mean, he's like his dad, a perfectionist, has to get everything right, and he measures you know, 50 times before he cuts any holes or does anything drastic. So if something's just a little bit off, he won't accept that. So just over and over. Now this is day 7 of the bodywork stage. We're about to put it on the trailer and get it to the paint shop. You know, what we were able to do in a week is very impressive to me. And you know, I was thinking to myself, how the hell are we going to do 2 months worth of body work in a week? Well, it looks like we have to put the entire staff on it. Luckily, the entire staff knows how to do body work, have done body work. Maybe don't necessarily like doing body work, but very good at it. And here we are at the paint booth, you know, day 7, ready to shoot some color. Everybody's kind of brainstorming. There's Paco. Shout out to Paco, PCC Auto Body. He's getting ready to spray this thing, and one of the things that's nice about Paco is they clean the car like I've never seen anybody clean the car before they paint. I mean, they really go out of their way to clean it over and over and over before any shot of spray goes on this car. And that really helps them in terms of sanding and buffing. I mean, it really takes time in the beginning, but it saves so much time afterwards. And that's why we use him. He's very good at what he does. He's also a master of his craft. He's been doing this a long time. So I know you guys know the car's red. This is a white base coat that we're shooting on the car. There was a white base coat, and then of course the red goes on afterwards. And here he is mixing the Ferrari red. And it's go time. It's go time. We're ready to turn this thing red. On the screen it looks like it takes 10 minutes to do this, but this took all day. A lot of masking, a lot of cleaning, so much to get to this stage that he's at now. So this is going to be the end of day 7. He's finally putting some color on the car, and shortly we'll see kind of what we're working with. I've seen a lot of people paint cars, and he's got his technique down, and it works really well for him. Some people are scared with the spray gun; they're really scared to pull the trigger. He's not scared at all. He just does his thing, and here he is cleaning the car again, and then they're gonna color sand and buff the car as well. And this is it coming back. I believe this is day 9 now. He had the car for 2 days. Day 9, it's coming back, and now it's time to assemble this thing. Now it's time to put this car together, where we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We finally got a glimpse of what this car is going to look like, and then here's John kind of talking to everybody a few days before the show.
Every car, okay? If it's possible, I like to get it done by the 26th, so we can have like a day of just relaxing and partying and take some pictures, and then one of us will leave on the 28th, and the rest of us will leave on the 29th. Because my dad's car has to be there on the 28th. So I know everyone's been working really hard. Thank you guys for that. Artyom and Vova, I asked them to stay late for the rest of the time, till about 10, 11, whatever. They agreed to it. Mom and Barry and Casey are already doing that. So what I want to ask you guys is at the end of this whole thing, if we could stay a couple hours more so we don't have to rush the last 2 days. We always rush at the end, and when we rush at the end, we forget the important things. And I've already given up. So we have 3 cars in the Battle of the Builders, right? 3 cars. We have the Tesla car, we have my dad's car, and we have the Ferrari. I gave up on my dad's car already. It's not going to be how I want it to be, and that's fine. I don't care. It's still a beautiful car, and we can clean it up a little bit later, but I still want to finish it as much as we can. I want to finish like the underneath of it so it looks good. If we can get to the fenders, Freddie's going to be here in the morning getting the body work done on the doors, and he's going to paint the rest of it. Hopefully it works out. I just came from California. He said he's going to give us the Tesla car, which looks amazing by the way, on Wednesday of next week, but he's going to try to go for Monday. If we get it Monday or Tuesday, Joe's gonna come here tonight. I don't know what time he's gonna come, but he's gonna come here tonight to look at the Ferrari, order the materials, and see what's happening. So I told him today, because when I showed up, he had 5 new cars there. He said, don't let this scare you, John. These cars are just here to wait. Your car's next. I wanna get it done. So I told him we have like 4 or 5 days tops. So if the car stays here for the next 3 or 4 days, we can do as much as we can and finish everything. Send it to upholstery. When it comes back from upholstery, we buff it, we clean everything, and we should be good to go. The Tesla car should probably be the easiest to finish because it's really close. He's gonna do most of it there. We just have to put on all the chrome, And that's it, right?
There were some things we weren't crazy about on the exhaust. We wanted some different angles, so we ended up having to change that a little bit. And this is them doing that now. And as you can see, there's a lot of hands on this car, so everybody's kind of doing their own thing. One guy's working on the brakes, one guy's welding something, another guy's fitting something. There's so much involved to get a car like this done in such a short period of time. And this is one of our brakes.
Качаем тормоза, а вы меня отвлекаете. Давай! Я не пойму, что не едет. Качаю.
You'll bleed the brakes, right?
Yep. Давай.
Spark?
No, not yet. After today's hot dog, oh, I was fighting a lot. Давай.
Okay, welcome back, guys. So we're here under a lot of pressure. We're 12 days, really 10 days, because I want to finish today early. And we got to be there 12 days from now. One of the cars does, at least. And we're here going full force. I mean, everybody's here working. We got a lot done today.
It's about 10 p.m.
A lot of running around while the guys are working. Me and Ed did a lot of running around. Spent a lot of money today. What else, Ed?
It's 10 p.m. right now. Everybody's still here.
We got another 4 hours of work at least today. We're trying to get everything done on the red Ferrari so we can ship it to upholstery first thing. Joe will have no more than 5-6 days with it, and then we got to get it back and install all the parts, make sure everything works. HRE still hasn't gave us the wheels, so we're supposed to have them 3 days from now. Hopefully they arrive and they fit. We just got the brakes on, cleaned up the suspension.
The brakes came like 2 hours ago and they're on the car.
Most of the carbon is done. We're trying to do this thing that I really wanted to do. I had a vision to do these plates behind the exhaust. They're going to be polished, and then they're going to be gold powder coated or anodized, with the exhaust being polished on the outside of it. It's going to give it kind of like a mirror look. But it became a lot more difficult than I thought. Trying to figure it out now. I think we have a plan for tomorrow morning. Volva and Art are going to come in early and try to knock that out before the car gets loaded on the trailer. And we're also getting the other car, the Tesla, going back tomorrow, which if this one leaves, we're going to go full force on that one, right?
Yeah. That's my second favorite after this one. Tesla car.
And we're really tired and hungry and tired.
Yuki's working late. It's 10:30. Been here till 2:30 every night. This guy doesn't even sleep. He's here.
What's happening?
He's the only reason that we're gonna make it. And now he's making more shit. Right now we're doing what, Mo? Putting tabs to hold the hood. Is that what we're doing? I really don't know.
Making tabs to hold the. I don't even know.
This thing is just. Every time I look at it, the price goes up. It's just one of those cars that. Well, once the audience sees what the original car looks like, and what this car looks like, they're gonna see this a whole different car. They basically just created every fender, created the door, created the entire car. This is not a '57 Testarossa anymore. This is now just a one-of-a-kind, unique showpiece, masterpiece. I mean, it's right now it doesn't have any of the carbon on it besides the diffuser. But once all the carbon is on, this car is just shit. I want to buy it. So the plan now is take it to SEMA. Week after SEMA, take it to Formula One Vegas, and then a week after that, take it to Formula One Abu Dhabi, just to display the car there. We may have it on a yacht in Abu Dhabi, and we may have it at a pretty serious party. So I don't think we're going to have it for too long, but we would prefer to drive this car and enjoy it for a little while. But based on the type of people that are going to see this thing, it's going to be hard to hang on to it because they're probably going to want it way more than we do, and you know, it's the way the world works.
What's going on, Richard?
How are you, Mr. Power?
Oh, you know.
We're just working on the car, trying to get the stereo stuff going, trying to see how we're going to put the subwoofers in, how many we're going to put, how many speakers. What's that?
Sorry.
Oh, God. We're trying to figure out the radio, figuring out how we're going to do the Audison speakers and subs to make the car sound good. We're in the finishing throes. We only got 2 weeks left for SEMA, so it's all hands on deck 24/7. We're making it go.
On that one was coming out all the way out to the front.
So you cut whatever shape you want, whatever you do, whatever.
So right now, if the windshield was to sit, it would sit all the way to the back. Okay, so if you stick this in there,
So you don't want to sandwich it with the window anymore, with the windshield.
we could, but it would just require more work. This one just slides right in.
So we got to trim it now. We got to take the windshield off and trim it.
I'm gonna take it off anyway.
That way it runs flush.
But you see how it covers?
Yeah, it's gonna clean all this up. All right, nice. I like that.
I'm trying to make it as easy as possible, but it's still not. You know, it's a small cab, but still not easy. The doors.
What are we doing on the floors? What are you thinking? Carpet?
We can go with carpet, like a nice format. If we have a little bit of light in this car, it'll be good because there's not much.
Yeah.
The doors, because we have to extend the door, so right here where you can see how much we extended the door. So what I was thinking is maybe you can just leave this red, right? We'll put some nice hardware here and just do something right here because there's a lot of space in between this.
What's gonna open the door?
There's a little latch right here,
Okay.
which fits really good. It's
Okay.
perfect.
So we're gonna have a real thin door then on this one.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you could go as far as you want because there's all this room.
Okay. But then we're gonna weigh the door down. It's already sagging.
Yeah,
now.
when this door opens, it's pretty cool because it opens all the way. We almost don't have to do anything on the door, but if I knew that, I would have did the bodywork a little bit better. But you see how it ends right here?
Yeah.
To leave this whole part red and just put a little tiny panel in here, that's it.
Okay.
And on the seats, if we use these seats, as much as I looked at this fucking seat, I don't like the headrest. But we don't have to wrap it because the cover that Mo made covers it completely.
Okay.
So
What about our gap that we have here?
So the gap I was worried about because this covers that gap, but there's still a hole in between. Which was what? Which was rubber before?
No, like it's because of like that cover that you got on that speaker makes it come out. So what I was thinking is like either you, like the chrome that you do, just run like a chrome around
A
it.
ring behind
Ring, yeah, just a ring between it.
That's too hard. That's too much.
No, I can make a black ring here just to fill in the gap.
Fill it if you can fill
Just
the
a
gap.
black ring. That way, it just when it goes in, we don't have a gap back here.
Yeah, that looks good.
'Cause it looks good like that. Really good.
Kind of looks good without it too.
If you can fill it in, and make
That just makes it match the rest of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is actually a piece from an F12. It's a rear brake light for an F12. We ended up purchasing one and incorporated it as a third brake light and also as a reverse camera. So we're here at California Upholstery, the best upholstery place ever. Actually, they don't even do upholstery here. I think they don't really even do upholstery here. They practice magic. They make magic here. This place is amazing. We're here. We just got our HREs today, like way late. So we brought them here to test fit them on the car, make sure they fit before we mount the tires on them. And haven't slept in 3 days. You know, the usual SEMA crunch. So we're excited. Every day we're doing something more to this car, and the more we do, the higher the price gets. So those that actually can buy these things, get ready. Sorry. This is Mo and Casey working on the gas tank. You know, we didn't even display what the actual gas tank looks like at the SEMA show. We never even opened the rear hatch. But his piece that he made there is just phenomenal. I mean, it's carbon fiber holding up everything, and it's just such a clean, beautiful piece. When he was making it, it looked like a set of Legos. I was like, Mo, what are you making? Like, don't worry, you'll see. And this is kind of the end result. We've got the diffuser on at this point. This is, I would say, maybe 3 days or 2 days before the show. So we're really starting to get to the end. We've got our friend Omar from Raptopus in Yorba Linda, just doing the white stripe on the car. We weren't exactly sure if it's something we wanted to do, so we did a wrap instead of painting it. We weren't that crazy about it to want to paint it on the car, but we definitely wanted it on the car, and we can make a decision later as to whether or not we want to remove it or paint it or do something else with it. Now, one of the interesting things about this car is the hardware. The car's probably got, I would say, about $35,000 worth of chrome button heads. And it's button heads everywhere. It's button head city. I mean, every single bolt on this car is a chrome button head.
We're here at SEMA 2023 with S-KLUB. Behind me are two of their builds. This is a Ferrari 612 TR and a Ferrari 612 on this side. I want to shout out Toyo Tires for having us here. I also want to shout out my Instagram, Eliana_Rain. I want to shout out Octane as well. Beautiful builds here, beautiful time at SEMA. Thank you very much.
We're here, final day, with the S-KLUB and the Toyo Tread Pass booth. This room alone, 250,000 hours in body work, time put in, all for this week. Hangovers, late nights, and this, of course. One of the craziest things to be seen, Resto Mod 2008 612. Refitted, rekitted, one of the craziest builds you'll probably ever see in your life. Not for everybody, but I seem to like it. What else we got? The boys over here holding it down. Model, of course. And this, the backup. Oh, Lord. What do you think? Gated shifter, that's what it's all about for me. Right there. There's something romantic about a gated shifter, you know? But yeah, man, that's what it is. Just getting it in, final day, getting ready for the parade. Hopefully we get out of here. Next stop, Grand Prix, F1, let's go.